You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Donkey of the day for Wednesday, August 24th goes to a 37-year-old man from Mississippi named Joey Lee. Crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. I'm not gonna lie. This donkey is kind of hard to do because it's always hard to do a donkey when you completely understand why a person did what they did. And trust me, I totally understand why this brother Joey did what he did. Look, man, times is hard out here. Okay, the gap between the haves and have-nots is wider than it's ever been. And that's why it's so easy to finesse folks nowadays with all of these, get-rich-quick schemes. Yes, sadly, people are trying to turn 700 into 7,000 on Instagram, but I just want to stress to all my peoples out there, if it looks too good to be true, then it probably is. And that's why Joey Lee Ware has to get the biggest hee haw today, because he's 37. He should know better. And what happened to him? Lord, he should know better. Let's go to WXXV25 for the report, please.
Keesler Air Force Base has a group of volunteers who clean up periodically along the beach. While they were cleaning on Saturday, they found more than just trash. The volunteers were cleaning up around the beach near White Avenue and came across several bricks, which are actual kilos of cocaine. They found a total of 8 wrapped up bricks of cocaine, which prompted an immediate call to Biloxi police. Before the day was over, 11.5 bricks with a street value of $1 million were recovered. 1.5 bricks were found after arresting a man who decided to keep the bricks for himself. According to Biloxi police, Joey Lee was charged with aggravated trafficking of a controlled substance. He's awaiting an initial appearance.
1.5 was actually discovered by a citizen, and this is the important part. If you discover it, you should call us. He instead decided to do other things with it, and he was arrested and charged with aggravated trafficking.
Poor Joey. I know Future told us that God is blessing all the trap N words, but the reality of the situation is Satan got a kingdom too. Don't think that everything that glitters is gold, because it's not. And I'm the type of person, if it's not from God, I don't want it. And trust me when I tell you, drugs or drug money is not of God. But you have to put yourself in Joey's shoes to understand what could lead a person to this. We don't know what his financial situation is, but I'm going to just assume it's not the greatest. All right, this brother has probably been praying for a plug. When I say praying for a plug, I don't even mean a drug connect. I'm just saying this brother was praying for somebody to plug him into something, anything that can make his financial situation better. So imagine volunteering to clean up and they come across $1 million in drugs. In your mind, you have to know you can't take that dope. Don't do it. All right, it's just like making a fake LLC to get a PPP loan. Don't do it. I know the government been getting over on us for years. I completely understand. You want some get back, but do we understand? We will never, and I mean never, be able to beat the system at its own game. It's a trap. All of this is by systemic design, that they keep us in these positions. And Lord, we make it easy for them falling for this kind of bait. Okay. And speaking of traps, I personally believe that's exactly what this was. 15 bricks of cocaine just rushed up on shore with some volunteers happened to be cleaning up with a Dior label on them. Okay, let me tell you something. I would have ran away from those bricks. I'm talking, I would have ran away and got 20 miles down the road and had someone else calling the police to tell them to come get their dope. Come get the dope they planted, because me and mine not touching it. You don't get a damn thing but trouble making that kind of discovery. And the way my anxiety is set up, the first thing I would have thought when I saw that dope is this is a trap. All right, the white man about to drop a net on all of us. We always talk about that expression. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. But do we know what that truly means? By definition, this phrase is used to describe situations which are so good that it is barely believable that such a situation is possible or even likely. 15 bricks of cocaine with Dior logos washing up on shore is highly unlikely. And I know, Joey, you've seen stuff like this happen in movies and you hear it in music, and you probably saw this and said, this is going to be a lick. This is going to be a hell of an origin story. But no, if something seems more exciting, pleasing, or ideal than seems reasonable, then it likely isn't genuine, legitimate, or true. Okay, if the bank accidentally puts $1 million in your bank account and you decide to buy a house with it, I personally believe that should be the bank's fault for making such a grave mistake. And what do they expect you to do with $1 million, especially if you've been praying, tithing, offering, waiting for a blessing, and then something like that happens? Of course you're going to spend it, but you're also going to be the one that ends up in trouble because of it. I know it's not fair. All right, we figured this out about life already, but I guess Joey still believed. Okay, I guess he still believed that dope gave him hope, and now he's been arrested and charged with aggravated trafficking and is being held on a $150,000 bond. Let me give you all the advice that Police Captain Thomas Goldworthy said. If you discover it, call us. Simple, okay? Police are urging residents not to go down the same path as Joey, and they just want you to call authorities if you come across these kind of stashes like this. Yes, my people, please, when you come across things like this, I don't care if it's drugs, guns, money, just look at it like it's all a trap, because it is. The system setting you up for failure once again, all right? The moral of the story is if something seems too good to be true, keywords to be true, it probably is. We actually need to change that phrase to if something seems too good, it's probably a scam. So treat it like a scam and scram. Please give the latest victim in this evil system's wicked game, Joey Ware, the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
When we come back, ask ye. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.